Hi guys, how's it going? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'd have to do the scene thing again. Let's just double check that. Uh, Pop out. Control C. I need to go to like the source, right? That should be an edit button. And I just kind of paste this here. Okay. Yeah. Looks like I'm live. I see the thing there. Let's just do a test. Right. Then go to here. Okay. There we go. So it's live chat. Close that now. Does it? Oh, okay. There we go. Just do a quick sound test. Okay. There we go. Just do a quick sound test. Sounds good. Get the sound and everything going. Everything is going. So I can probably minimize this here. I don't need this. Close this. That's for stream. Oh, it's connected again. Okay. Let's just quickly check. This excellent connection, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. Okay. Yeah. What I wanted to work on today is just kind of like blocking out the level stuff. So, because that would be good. So we have our lobby level. We're going to make a folder, and we're going to call it lobby sub-levels. We're going to open up our lobby level. So yeah, we're going to open this up, and I decided to just go with the sub-level route, so we'll just do that. I was noticing a significant frame rate drop when but now I think it could have been just the assets. It's hard to say. I could just have like higher quality stuff, but yeah, something about just the levels streaming system just works really good. And we could always switch to the world partition system and switch to the world partition system and using data layers later at another date. Go to update and then check the performance again once we have everything in. This also just causes way less bloat And stuff like that. So first thing is first when you're creating a sub-level system is we got to determine the size of the basic sub-levels. This is so weird how the nanite landscape does that. I don't think it's going to do that when you're playing the game. It's just like it's an Unreal problem, like I said, and I don't think it's going to do that when it's playing the game. We'll work on that. But yes. Alright. So, we're going to look for and add a volume. We're going to look for, not a nav mesh volume, though I should add one of those in. A level streaming volume is what we want. This volume here. I'm just checking out the other volumes here. Minimap volume. Interesting. Post-processing. We will need more of these post-processing. This must be it here. Yes. Do like this post-pop. What's this one? That's like above ground. Well, this is for the water. So I'd like to have that in the lakes for when we're swimming at some point, duplicated. But we'll go over that another time. So when we go to add this volume, level streaming volume, it is small. And we need to look at the brush size, not the scale. We'll do 0, 0, 0. And I think we're going to be doing about 10,000 by 10,000 by 10,000. Let's see how that looks. It's not very big, sadly. Ooh. So I have to do 50 by 50 by 50. Yeah, that would almost be more reasonable, but this is my first kind of art, because we'd have to go all the way across, and then we could do more detailed ones in it. So anything smaller than that, we're gonna have a ton of these things, but I think that's the price I'm willing to play. So we're gonna have a bunch of these things. It looks like he was willing to do the post-processing all the way to about out here. And see that that kind of blue blurred effect? That's the water post-processing. 3D always looks a little weird. So let's do, yeah, that looks pretty good. For 25,000 each, we will do 500. Is this at 00? Not really centered, eh? Looking downward, if I were to bring this up here, what am I looking at? $22 maybe? That's 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little less than that, but we can go with that then. Ooh, that brings that in even. That'll be fine. Shouldn't be going that much farther than that. Okay, do 0 there. No. Do want to get I think I do want to do this about 50 and bring it up. Probably half of it. 25, and that's 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. What? Sure. Gotta disable that. I don't want to go more down, do I? Gotta be able to. Might even have to just do straight up 100. There you go. I could do like 50 here. Nope, still too much. 30. Might not capture down there if we have some stuff there. Might have to bring up the land. Maybe just do 20. And this should just about clear the top of that mountain, I believe. Okay, doke. We'll make a folder for these. Create folder. Level streaming volumes. And we'll move this into move to level streaming volumes. Right. It looks like there's a lot of rooms there, so we'll go to Windows, Levels. We'll just throw that here. Read only, persistent level. Do we need to, if we save this, it's going to ask us to check it out. Should not be read only after we check it out. So yeah, obviously I don't think or plan that there's going to be something out in the middle of the water here. It's pretty random, but I do want to create level stream volumes throughout the whole map just in case. So they're just there. I'm kind of prepped. So again, we'll have to rename this. I'll rename, or you could just hit F2. Hey, the system I like to use because I'm a programmer is X0, Y0, and then just level streaming volume because that's what it is. And we're just going to duplicate this guy now, so it'd just be edit, duplicate, or you can see there it's Control D. Unfortunately, it's always going to increase this number here on the side, which is usually really good for a lot of stuff. But for our case, we do not want to increase that number. And we're going to start with the X first. So this case should be kind of easier to understand where we're kind of going with this. So we have this guy at 20-ish thousand. Right? So we get our calculator out. If we really want to, we could go to make it simple. So we have we have 200. We have like less than 4 zeros, right? But it's negative, right? So we want to do like minus 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then just put the equals. So we have that negative number there, and now we want to minus from that number 25000. We'll see where that goes. And if we move this, that's actually going up. So we didn't want to do that. We want to clear this. We want to do the 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus. Or sorry, clear minus 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want to plus 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. So minus 9530. So we want to take this, just even copy it, and we could paste that there. Minus didn't come with it, which is fine. We can just hit minus there. Oh, it didn't paste. Well, we know what it is now. It's so we should be going to 9, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be perfectly lined up, right? And then now that these two are perfectly lined up, we're just going to copy these two, duplicate, right? And we got another 2 here. So we're going to drag these 2 over. It's going to be like that. And we know here that we are just going to do that again just to confirm the numbers here. So this is 4, this is 1, so this would be 2 here. Oops. Delete, let's do 2. And for this guy, we're just going to confirm what the number is. It's probably 7, but we'll just do it anyway. So we had that minus 1, 9, 5, 1, 2, 3. And we wanted to add 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. What? Minus 5, 1, 2, 3. Want to add 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, it's just 70 with 4. So 17, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and then this guy would be x3. So we're going to hit F2. This would be x3, y0. Right? And we're just going to double check this guy here. Looks like we have to also just double check the y here. This should be just 0. It kind of shifts a little bit just to make sure that they're not perfectly overlapping, so you can actually click on the one you want to click on. But this guy's probably 5 if I had to guess, or 4. Yeah, this is probably like this. Yeah. But again, we'll just double check, so we will do the add 25000, and yeah, 4, 5. Perfect. Right? So now we have 4 of these guys, and we will duplicate them again and drag them over. Just try to line that guy up as best we can, and we'll just have to adjust these to make sure they're proper. And so we do want to get them order, so we have, this is there, this is the next one here, so you want this one to be 4, F2, 4, and this was 3, so this would be 5, this would be 6, and this would be 7. There we go. And yeah, we're just going to make sure we get all these perfect. I'm sure this is going to be just 120, because it also makes sense for 45 minus 25. Yeah, so that's super simple math. We don't even, so 20 with 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And this one will be 95. 3 zeros. 2, 3. Oh, we gotta change these to the 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Two, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again we're going from 95 and taking 25 off, so that's going to be 70, and then so 70 and 3 zeros. Go. And this would be minus 45 and 3 zeros. There we go. So you can see that we're going to have a lot of these, but it's really going to break up the level, and we should be able to get quite a bit of detail in the level this way. Duplicate. Gonna shift these all down. Is underwater or not underwater? So the player could really get over here, hey? I feel like this island is not very even. So this is X. X is already bigger. let's just make it 20. Or, yeah, let's just make it an even 3,000. Yeah, it looks like we are going to have to do something, but I prefer a more even number here. Something like that there. So, yeah, I prefer to do 25,000. There we go. So, now it's way over the edge here. It's way over the edge over here. But at least the numbers are a little bit better, I feel. Looks like we're going to have to do the same to this here. We're going to have to do at least 25 for this post-processing. And we're going to need to move this. This is about 10,000. Or maybe 25 as well. 25. And the heights. Just do 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't like having all those mix max numbers. It's a lot better. One so far is the farthest left I see. That's the end. That's the second to the end. Third to the end. Fourth to the end. Fifth to the end. Sixth to the end. Why did 1 and 0 have to swap for some reason? Anyway, so we were at 7. So this would be 8. And then 0 would be 9. And then 2 would be 10. And again, what these level stream volumes are their volume as the player hits them. You could load a level or unload a level. And then you're going to attach levels to those. So another thing, once we have this up, we're going to summon level details and throw level details in here as well. And we will be going back and forth through these things here later on. So 3 details again. F2, so this would be 11. And then this would be 12. This would be 13. This would be 14. And this would be 15. There we go. And we're just going to go through these guys. So again, we have to fix it. This needs to be 0. This needs to be 20. This needs to be 0. This needs to be 5,000. 1, 2, 3. This needs to be a 0. This needs to be 30,000. 3, 4. And there needs to be a 0 here. This needs to be 55,000. This needs to be a 0 here. This needs to be 80,000. This needs to be 0 here. This needs to be 105,000. This needs to be a 0 here. This needs to be 130,000. This needs to be 0 here. And this needs to be 155,000. And this needs to be a 0 here. All right. Normally, yeah, we'll still do it, whatever. And then you'd bring this all the way out here. But we already realized we will be cutting some of these guys. This guy is gone. This guy is gone. This guy is gone. This guy is also too far. He's gone. This guy is 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 gone. This guy, he is gone. Now, this guy here, I think we'll keep just in case. Not really going to be probably doing much this far out, but it's just in case. So, then we're checking this guy too far out. This guy's 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 too far out. And then again, it did this little switcheroo here. So we want to do this guy first. So this would be 16 here. And this would be 17 here. And then this would be 18 here. This would be 19. This would be 20. This would be 21. And that's it. So we have 22 and level stream volumes. Now, after resizing, noticing that this is here, we are going to need to grab all of these and actually shift them down. I wonder why these have all. Oh, we got to fix this here. Gotta fix the Y. There we go. So 16 has to go to 20. 17 has to go to 20. 18 has to go to 20. 19 has to go to 20. 20 also has to go. Or why am I saying 20 to 0? Oh, they're all going to 0. It has nothing to do with 20. Now when I click all these guys, we have this number here that we can see. And when we drag them out this way, we can kind of see when we're lining up with this outline what's kind of close here. And I think we don't need to go too far, so I think the 5 would have been fine. So go 5, and that's quad 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that I think will be fine for level streaming. Right, and now we're going to Control D to duplicate all those. We're just going to shift these out this way. And this will be 3 zeros. Nice and simple again. Alright, and then we're going to make our way back across. This time, when we go through, we're going to be changing all these y values. So this will be y1. F2, y1. Oh. Nine, 5, 1, 2, 3. Those look correct. What happened here? Must have been moved. So this would have been 22, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's why the shift would have happened. Somehow these got mixed. So we're gonna have to name this like 41, and that I could name this 1. We're gonna go down to 41, hit 0. We're gonna name this 0. That's why they're always swapped like that. There we go. It's gonna be the same thing, like the 40 there, and then I could do the 0 here. And then where the 40 is, I could change that to the 1. I was like, what is going on? So the X should be the same for these two. And then the Y should be different for these two. Yeah, they're nice and neat. The X should be the same for these two. The Y should be different. Yeah. And these two. And so I could just take, again, this X and put it in this one. And then I'm just going to hit F2 and change the Y to 1. Get the X from here, put it in here, and then hit F2, change the Y to 1. It's a tedious process, but we gotta make it all the way back across the map. But again, every time we do it, we could duplicate more. So we'll be duplicating both the rows here. So we have a lot of level streaming volumes, and then a lot of sublevels. But the big thing with this is at least the level streaming volumes are completed, but you don't have to have a level for every level streaming volume. Because that should just take a lot of space and stuff, where the level stream volume doesn't take much. So two, so this is Y1. We just want to make sure the X's are the same. There we go. Yeah, so it's a little bit tedious of a task, but it does need to get done. Oops, we need to get this guy. Control C, Control B, and that's just, yeah, So what we'll be doing is one of the levels we're definitely going to be making is whatever volumes over across this. We'll be making that because we're going to make a campsite there. That's like the first area that I know, and I think this is going to be like a villa kind of thing. Like, sorry, it's going to be resorts. We're going to try to put some resorts in here. And then this is like more like a ghetto camping resorts. These are like the fancier resorts. Try to have some beach ball and stuff like that around this area. So we'll try to just fix these first, I think, and then we'll come back. For fixing the X's after. There we go. Oops, why did I put the one there? That way we can kind of try to speed up the process just a little bit. You get like quick hand movements after a while. Maybe. So in the end, yes, there might be like 22 Ys. We want it as performant as possible, with being able to put as much stuff in as possible. There we go, look a lot better. Here we go, our first one. So 70,000, Control C, Control V. There we go, 45. $20, $5, $30. Scroll down here, 55. $80. Good. Oops. What happened here? Did I somehow lose the middleman? Okay, go up further. So 77. Six, 45, 45. This would be 20. Minus 20. So this is minus 20, so I must have not copied and pasted properly. This is 5, 5, 5, 30, 30, 50, 80, 80, 105, 105, 30, 30, 50. So yeah, it should just be 180. I wonder how that got so far off. 3. Okay. 3. One, two, three. And 1, 2, 3. Of course, this one's off, it's going to get the rest of them off. 3. 3. And lastly, 2, 3. There we go. Now, grab all of these. As you guessed it, we duplicate them. Now, we slide them all down. Nice like that. And then we'll do the 4, duplicate over. That's just tidying all of them up, which kind of takes a pain to do. This is Y3, so F2, Y3. This is Y4. This is, oh, no, I lied. That was Y, it is Y3, but it's actually labeled Y2. This is Y4, it's actually labeled Y3 because we include 0. This is Y. Like I said, we'll worry about these numbers afterwards to make sure they're good to go. We'll worry about this side for now. Did it again. It's actually Y2 for 3. 0 really messes people up. Three for 4. Yeah, this is 2 for 3. And 3 for 4. And I know this seems like a lot of stuff, but in the end, these level streaming volumes are really kind of all that's in the main level. All the different rest of the assets are actually a part of sub-levels that you stream in and stream out depending on how close the player is. 3. And 3 for 4. You can kind of see, so these are all X's as they go out, and these are all Y's as they go out. And you have this increase. Though, I think I should have probably started this way, that way. Probably should have started in this corner, but it's gonna bug me now. Oh man, it's gonna bug me now. Oof. Really sorry about this, guys. Yeah, because see how this is, the green arrow's that way and this is this way. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I should get this now before it gets worse. Yeah. Oh. 5, 1, 2, 3. And I could get this X here, and I can copy it to this guy, and copy it to this guy. And that way, it's kind of like that. So as these go up, I think this is all okay, because I don't think I started that badly. So I think in essence, I could actually grab all of these and kind of just move them down here. For the first bit of these won't be too bad, I don't think. Just X 0, 0, 0, 0. And then yeah, I just do this. For the X's anyway. Copy this. Yeah, so that's not bad. So we can continue that. This would be Y2. This would be Y3. Oh, that's what we're gonna have to do. The Y's will be swapped. How's these? The Y's and these ones are fine. Don't these could have to be swapped. I knew something was going to be messed up. It's starting to sound too perfect. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That needs to be 22 with 4 zeros. So Y1. So that's what it's going to be. So for all the Y1s, I just go down. The list. So in that case, that is fine. I just gotta keep doing these here so I actually know the numbers I'm at. So that's 2 and 3. This is 2. This is 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 3. Yeah. Just a little bit of quality for this massive map where we're going to have tons of things. And yeah. And it also, like I said, it just allows less saving on our team's part. It's 2. This is 3. Because with the one file per actor thing, when you're doing open world, you're just having so many actors being saved to your save file all the time. You're just, all of a sudden you have like 300 gigs of saved memory. So it's be 3 then. And on top of that, I know the whole thing's supposed to be easier for teams working together on a single project. I'm still just nervous about that, as this will be the first time we're working together on the same project, and just for the checking in and checking out of assets, really. But yeah, it allows us to open up the individual maps once we make the levels to and just save those maps. What's going on here? Y1, this would be Y3. Every time I go to talk, I get myself all confused. But I also just don't want to sit there in silence counting 2 and 3 over. I think that will be boring. I do want to make progress as fast as possible so we can get past this step. And again, it just needs to get done, but it is still more interesting as I'm showing ways you could do this stuff versus just moving file folders around right now. Because that's the other thing I need to do is move a ton of file folders around. They just clean up assets. Because again, this is just going to be a clean version of the game. So there's just going to be what's needed, nothing else. So I got to get rid of a lot of stuff and clean up the file folders a lot better. So there, all the naming conventions fixed up. Now we have to fix the positions. So we'll start with Y0 and we'll go all the way down. Y0, this is the next Y0, it's good. The next Y0 is not good. The next Y0 is not good. The next Y0, so this shouldn't be good going forward. And we'll have to fix them all, looking for the Y0s. And now this will make a little bit more sense. As the Y increases, so does the Y increases for this. And that would have drove me crazy later on. It's going to be better for pointing north where north is. You know, as you go like more on the X, that's more in the north direction. And X is red, so red arrow is north. It's just going to help with that. Autosave, I got to disable that. I think that's because I cleared a lot, because like I said, it was just so much stuff. So I think I cleared out like 30 gigs by just deleting the save folder, which has nothing in it, really. With the same with the new Unreal 3.2, there's just like a lot of one actor per file thing, and everything gets saved as an individual actor, especially when working with open world. So it really fills up your save folder quite quickly. But again, I understand it helps big teams work together, because before the level, this level would be a file, so nobody would be able to touch or edit this level at all. Meanwhile, you might sometimes want a bunch of people working on this level, and you can't, because it would because when somebody takes out just the level at all, like, it would lock everything. But now everybody could take out the level, because when you're saving, you're just saving that asset in the location of that asset. It's nothing to do with the level specifically. There we go. Y's are done. Or Y0 is done. I gotta go back and do Y1, 2, 3. Wonder how the X's are looking. Y1, 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 Y1. I was like, how come all the Y1s are so far good? And I realized, like, yeah, we started with Y1s before, so we already did a bit of them. Y1, Y1. Once we get the hang of this, we should be able to do it quick. So again, all I'm doing is hitting Control C to copy the first time around, and then hitting Control V to just paste these in here. And then so it'll all have just 2 rows, because then when we go to 2 and 3, they're gonna move out because they're just overlapping right now. One, Y1, 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 Y1. All right. Try to think of something to say other than just Y1 over and over again. Yeah. So this did take a lot more time than I expected, but like I said, this is going to be our project. It's our main game, so I also want to do it right the best I can the first time around. So again, Control C, and I'm going to go through all the 2s now, bringing them out. A lot of them will be in there. And yeah, I've been trying to work on this as quickly as possible. So I know the streams, if like you're checking out the streams, sooner or later, if I keep this up, there's going to be giant jumps, just absolute giant jumps in what we're doing each week when I get back. And I apologize for that, but at some point we will have more of a dedicated streamer for our team. Starting here, once we start getting things going, I know on Mondays we're gonna have more like a gameplay stream going on. The wife's gonna be doing that with a bunch of friends, or at least me, but she will be the one streaming, and I'll definitely try to put that in the Discord. She'll be in the Discord so she can post it, so people will be able to go back and check those vlogs and see how progress went along and stuff like that. And see how the gameplay was going. Right. That's not too painful. No, it's kind of painful, but Control C again. And then we're just gonna go through the 3s and bring them all out here. So pumped that we got the template going. Trying not to get too ahead of myself. Just keep things as simple as possible. But again, I know that Own the Steam guy is an update. This year will mark our 3rd year anniversary for being on the on Steam in early access, and a lot of those guys probably think I forgot about the game. But again, for me, this is like Minecraft kind of thing. It's like my life project, really. So I always wanted something like this. And with Unreal and stuff, it allows you to constantly upgrade and update and change things. Once you get a good base that you feel, I just wanted to get a good base that I felt was proper, and then I could upgrade from there. You know what I mean? And now I finally feel like I have the base that I've always wanted, and now I just gotta upgrade from here. Now we just gotta go through the X's because I think they're a little sloppy. So that's good. 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 Oh, that's not good. This will be kind of easy. It looks like the thing will be, the first two will be correct, and the second two will need to be updated because we had the 2 lines before we copied and pasted. Correct, and then this one needs to be updated. And again, I'm just hitting Control C to copy this one, checking on this one, doing this one, nothing, checking this one, hitting Control V, checking this one, hitting Control V, checking this one, hitting Control C, and that's what I'm just doing here. And we're just gonna quickly, hopefully, get through these guys so we could do the next group, and then I was hoping to at least do one demo level for you guys of how making a sub level. If we're getting close to the 45-minute mark, and for some reason I am not done, maybe I will start that just so I have something I can show you guys. And then yeah, we'll go with that for so whoever's watching this video, if they somehow got to this point, they know to like, oh, maybe I'll skip to, you know, like 15 minutes towards the end and then watch what he's doing if they wanted to change a pace. Somebody's really just trying to see how things went, if there's some sort of error or something, or where something could have went wrong. They can kind of stick around, check things out, see the whole process of how to do things. And again, I'm by the means no super professional. There's always tons of ways to program your game. Not telling people how to do this is the proper way, 100%. But this is the way I've always wanted to do it, or dreamed of doing it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Alright. This is probably another boring stream. That's what kind of happens with coding and vlogs. Coding vlogs anyway. They're not always super interesting. Later on, like, I think it's going to get way more interesting when all you're doing is upgrading and adding stuff. When people are more interested about that. But, and again, once that comes, I'm sure I'll get a lot of people asking how you do this or how you do that. I did earlier have one guy come into my stream and ask me some questions, but it was like his game specific, which is odd. You know what I mean? It's like he's lurking YouTube to see if there's any developers out there just so they could help fix his game. There's Reddit and stuff usually. And again, it's really hard. I don't want to make my stream following and watching somebody screen share and then tell me so I could see what they're doing and then try to solve it for them. The whole point is for me to code my game, right? And those kind of distractions would take me away from, you know, developing the game. But I do not mind trying to help the best I can. So I'll copy all these, and again, we'll drag them over. And they should probably be off by like 10. See what this is. This is X0. Definitely not Y0. This is probably Y4. Then this is Y5. This is Y6, I believe is going to be, yeah. This is going to be Y7. We have something like that going on. And looks like once we duplicate this, then we'll just have a couple lines to go. Four. Five. Six. And 7. And also with the level streaming, the maps like this, 4 makes it easier to kind of know what kind of story content and what's going on where. 5, 6. So it just makes it easier for me to just drive stuff to teams in my team. 7. You know, on the map, like X2, Y9. Oh yeah. The specific, and then you could have like even weapons or quests that are like tied to that specific zones. Even if you have 2 quests that are the exact same, but one would be in a different, like one zone, one would be a different zone. You don't have to worry about them not knowing, because as long as you described the X and Y map level, it should be good. Becomes a little tedious. So yeah, in the end, like all these piers, all the stuff will be gone. All there will be is really all these level streaming volumes and maybe the levels themselves. And the levels will just be, you know, X, Y, instead of L as V, it'll just be L. Right? But like I said, we won't have a level for each one of these, most likely. But it's good to have these there just in case we do. Because like I said, they don't take up much space at all. It's just because they're just hitboxing the player. It's just an overlap. It's not a full collision, from my knowledge. 22. It is hard to go fast on this. I wish I knew a better way. Oh, I feel like it's just so specific. Yeah, I really do like the grid system. Our first game, Boxed In, used a grid system like that, like this. It was the first game that we were able to complete. Again, the communication was just slightly higher. We just understood what people were talking about because, again, you could just reference a specific grid that way. But yeah, I would probably be doing something similar, even if we had the open world. I would just be doing it with data layers instead. We'd still have to make a ton of data layers. And then we'd have a couple of extra data layers for like holidays. So I still might do that. Might have like a big data layer for like Christmas and stuff. Or actually have another whole level for Christmas. Another whole set of levels for Christmas. Ooh. Seems heavy. Seems like a lot of stuff. Just getting my head ahead of us again. I'm not too sure what's better for space and stuff. Fewer big levels or more little levels? Or if they just, no matter what, they're going to take up the same space. I know, like, performance-wise, the more littler you can kind of break it down, the more better it's going to be. But I just worry that the more you break it down, the more bigger your project's going to be. It just has that many more files. But as since it would be the same content in the files overall, is it just the name of the files to like cause that much extra bloat or not? Not too sure. Ooh. This was supposed to be 4. Messed that up. I'm surprised it didn't get mad at me for having 2 of the things. Same name. Same name. We're only at 11. Oh man, feels like this takes forever. But ooh, 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 ooh. I guess I clicked on something, or I did not have something clicked. When I started typing, I started doing the shortcuts for that action. 4, 5, so I was on 6. This is 7. It's so funny. So the one guy that wants to work with me, he hasn't actually been able to work with me because just, we once I had the template out, I've been so excited and trying to get extra time to work on this and trying to keep the wife happy and stuff. So I could get more time to work on this. That every time he comes to work on it, he can't because he has to download so much content to get to the current version, that it takes the entire time that he would have to code just to get to the current content. And then with his family and stuff, he's like, okay, well, now that I got to the current content, I'll see you next week, and then I'll get what's good and we'll start working together. And then he comes in and he has to download again. It's just a repeating process. Which is fine with me because right now there's a lot of stuff that just don't know if he is confident with, because it's been a while since he's done a lot of stuff, and I just want to make sure that we have a good and solid foundation to start from, or that he has a good and solid, easy foundation to start from. And from there, he whoa. This should be 6, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And then from there, just editing stuff for him to get the feel that he wants. Looks like we will be cutting short to do a template at some point, because with the speed that I'm going, I am actually trying to go as fast as possible. There's no way I will be done this before my time is up. Unfortunately for me, I do have to get up early tomorrow. I have to go to the hospital, unfortunately. Still got some problems going on. You might be able to still hear the rasp in my voice. And I've actually have a chest infection right now. I've been having a lot of problems since for a while, medically wise. And that's again why I had mentioned I started this project in the first place, because I am getting medically released at some point. The system's just been slow because there's been a lot of problems. So they're taking their time. I'm still making money, so it's fine with me, I guess. But I wanted to make sure I have a good backup, a fun backup in place for when it all starts crumbling down. And that will definitely be way cool if I could survive on the game. That's what it is in the end. I don't want to have a lot. I just want to be able to survive, really. Numbering systems get to go. So, I guess I could start with X first. So again, it'll be the same thing. We're gonna get the first X, and then we're gonna go down. It should be the 4 to later that we'll need to do. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then we'll need to get the next X, copy, and then we'll just check these guys. Should be good to go, but then we'll need to do 4, 5, 6, and 7, and the next 0, copy. Yeah, just to save as much time as possible, I'll just start from where I know it should be. 4, 5, 6, 7. Next one, copy, and it's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next one, copy. And it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Going good. Copy. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. Next one. Copy. Yeah, you can see how it takes a while to get everything perfect. 5, 6, 7. I want everything to be perfect for the base. Have a good start off point. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes my friends hop in and check what's going on, but I doubt they're going to be hopping in for this video. They're going to be like, oh my god, that's so dry. It's so dry. My eyes. I'm blind. Need Visine for that. I was hoping, yeah, at 45 we'll stop whatever we're doing here. Yeah, I was hoping that I'll at least get the paste the next section, because then we'll have stuff pretty much all over the map, and then I'll get a good demonstration of what's going on. But I don't know if I will be able to do that. Much of it anyway. Just because we're already at 36. Watching the clock go down as I'm slowly copying and pasting. I say slowly, but I really am doing this as fast as I can. With, like, I'm actually sweating because I want to make sure I'm doing it correctly as well. Don't only want to give myself a chance for error, but I do want to move as fast as possible while being careful. In the final stretch here. Almost. Sometimes I hate that they move it 10 off, but I understand, like, oop, see, going a little bit quick there while talking, and almost misclicked. Yeah, this is the final stretch here. For X anyway. Alright, I do Y. And I got like 8 minutes. Here's 8 minutes. Can he do it? It's all coming down to the wire, folks. The copy paste king versus time itself. But I think Y's are slightly slower. Yeah. Definitely have a feeling that Y's are slower. It's the last of the X's now. Alright, so now for Y's, which I feel are slower. I don't know if I have to do the zeros again. No, I shouldn't have to. It should just be 4, 5, and 6. So, Y... zero. This should be 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. And then so I take 4. Yeah, if I go 3, I look at 3. That's the same. Yeah. So it should be 4, 5, and 6. That's it. So take, because it's all the new ones we posted. So yeah, it'd be 5. I mean, so 4, then 4, and then X4, and then 4, and then X4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, and then I'm gonna need 7, 4, 8, 4, 9, 4, 10, 4, 11, 4, 12, 4. So like I have to hunt it down a little bit. So I think it's slower for the Y's. 4, 4. I only got 5 minutes left. 15, 4. 16, 4. 17, 4. 18, 4. 19, 4. 20, 4. 21, 4. I go all the way up to 0 again and click on the 5, and the 5 should be pretty darn close. So X05 should be pretty darn close. Yeah, so 95, and then you're gonna add 3 zeros there. 1, 2, 3, and that should be accurate. And I'll be just going to 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5, 10, 5, 11, 5, 12, 5, 13, 5, 14, 5, 15, 5, 16, 5, 17, 5, 18, 5, 19, 5, 25, 21, 5. And all the way back up. 6, 0, 6. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 1, 6. 2, 6. 3, 6. 4, 6. 5, 6. 7, 6. 8, 6. 9, 6. 10, 6. 11, 6. 12, 6. 13, 6. 14, 6. 15, 6. 16, 6. 17, 6. 18, 6. 19, 6. 26. 21, 6. There we go, and the last one, only 1 minute left. 1 minute left, he has 1 minute left to do the sevens. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Copy. 1, 7. 2, 7. 3, 7. 4, 7. 5, 7. 6, 7. 7, 7. 8, 7. 9, 7. 10. Oh, there we go. It's 45. But we're so close here. We're just gonna finish this off. Makes no sense to stop here. And besides, it's not 46 yet, so we still have technically a minute, because if we start at 45, still 45 in seconds, still part of it. And we'll just do a quick save before we go into that. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just grab all these again. We'll duplicate these. And we'll bring this all out. Line it up there. We'll duplicate these just to get it over with. We'll line it all up to get it like there. And we'll start with, these are all Y's, I think. But yeah, well then we'll just have to delete these guys. Oops, these are 2s, so it'll be just 3s. We hit Control Z. No, I did just delete it, yeah. So I deleted the 3. So it would be some of the 3s that would be deleting, but not all the 3s. So like that 3 wouldn't go, this 3 wouldn't go, that 3 wouldn't go. Actually, if I go back, I probably wouldn't delete this one either. I wish I could click these guys. I wish these guys would be easier to click. Just click them. But that's for another time. Alright, so what we want to do is we can actually start at 0, 0 and move our way inwards. It's 3 minutes in. And the first kind of spot that we see assets is really that town, I think. We want to go up in the x-axis. And I think it's this one. It's x. Oh no, let's go up in the y because it's going to be easier. So the first one here is right here. And this is, if I want to try to click this pillar here, this is x1, y4, but it's probably x1, y5. Yeah. So x1, y5. So in x1, y5, we want to go to levels, persistent level. We want to create a level. Sorry. We want to create new level with selected actors. So we want to select whatever actors are kind of in here, and really the main actor that is in this level is this guy here. So we would do create existing level, create new with selected actors. And we're going to be making our levels, like I said, in levels. We have lobby sublevels, and this would be, you know what I mean? We know it's X. I'm going to hit cancel because we still have the level selected, actually, I believe. We don't want to migrate the sublevel with it. So it was X4, I believe, Y5. So X4, Y5, X4, Y5, there's a couple here. It would be the 0, 1. No. Oh, X2, Y5, I guess. Yeah, it's not that far up. 1, 2, X2, Y5. This would be kind of it. Oh, X1, Y5, oh wow. X1, Y5. X1, Y5, this one here. Yeah, so this is 0, 1. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And the asset, so this is X1, Y5. We need to remember that, and this is the asset. We're just clicking on this rock, and that's what we want to create new into our levels, sublevels. We want to call it X1 Y5 level, and we're going to save that. So now we have this level here. And if we hide the level, the rock goes away. And we make it there, the rock comes back, right? And this level is going to be tied to this level volume. So we have X1, Y5, and streaming volumes. We want to make sure that we're using X1, Y5 as level streaming volume that's associated with this level. Not initially loaded, not initially visible. Sure. Every level could be assigned a color and stuff like that as well. So sometimes, let's see, if we go to X1, Y5, just the actual level blueprint. So when the player is in this zone, right, this will be loaded. Because this level is its own. And that's kind of how we would do it. And so this one is primarily, sometimes they'll be in multiple levels, and you'll just have to determine what level you want it in. So, do we have a player start? We do. So we're gonna grab it, and oh, we start over there apparently. We're gonna move it kind of like on this mountain here. And I could see it taking a while to load up, but this is what I did want to show you guys this though. So maybe it's best to see over by this road so we can see it kind of pop in. And we'll just put this here. And we will try to just do back to select. I had it on a standalone because I was testing stream stuff out. Oh, nice. But it doesn't move. So that doesn't work for me. So we need to go to Windows, World Partition, Editor. But it's disabled. We want world settings. We could do not that one. Go to MS Pro. So we hit play. All right. It's going to want us to click a zone. We do not have a startable class that will work right now. Yeah, what I wanted to show you guys is if, yeah, once you walk into this layer here, the rock will spawn. So what we'll do is, I don't think everything's in game mode. I think it's in one of these classes. Fixed dialogue. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we are just going to break this link here so it doesn't handle the spawn stuff. Right? So should be able to do that. There you go. See, there's no rock there now. Alright, we're going to move our character a little bit closer. Because the map is, again, way bigger than I expected. maybe you want to bring it down here. We don't want the girl to be running forever. Zoom in. Oops. Change our speed down to about 1, so. That's just a good test anyway. I think that's about right. Hit play. So there's no rock there. The nanite landscape, there's some bumps there, but that's fine. Did I just not make it? How far do I have to go? When have I gone too far? There should be a black crack thing. Alright, we'll hit start. That must not be the crack. It's just the shading. That there's the crack. So I've gone too far. Oh, there we go. There's the crack. Let's see. So we unload. We load whenever we see it. So the character, we don't want to have that extreme of a pop in, right? So what we would do in this case, right, is when we go to our levels of detail for this level, right, we would add another one, and we would probably want, so this is the X, this is the Y we're going up. We could see because this, so, you know, I mean, green's the Y, and red X is for north, right? We were just going to go up 1 in the Y. So we're going to do X1, like it is here, then Y 6, right? And now, as you can see, we got a little bit more time where that rocket spawned. Was it initially spawned because I'm just in? Oh. Yeah, and that's the big thing. I wanted to kind of show that, you know what I mean, I needed kind of a lot of these things because the map is so big. Really. Look how far away that rock is. It's still not unloaded. I'm still technically in. There we go. It's all the way this far. I mean, for that lock, it's loaded. And so we could break these down into more sub-levels, right? But look how far that is before it's unloading and loading. So, and for this, maybe we even go 3 of these levels out, but then we break down the levels even more. But alright, it's over the time now, guys. That's it. We showed you a demonstration of how the levels streaming is working and stuff like that. Like I said, these are also just massive rocks, so it's actual like cliff faces and stuff like that. So normally, nothing's going to be that big popping in and out. And so maybe for this cliff rock, we put it in another overarching kind of level that covers like big span of area. You know what I mean? Maybe we make a X1 large, Y, or X1, Y1 large, or something like that, you know what I mean? And that one covers like double the span, or covers 4 blocks wide, or something like that. And it's just for these big cliff objects, and then it's still within 2 of those blocks, which ends up being like 8 Y blocks, you know what I mean? So, but that's it. We're over the time. We're going to save everything and going to compile, see how things go. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao. You guys have a great night. Thanks.